Will Donald Trump be America's next president? Well, this question was being asked until last week, and a lot of people were feeling that the answer may well be yes because of the fact that he's ahead in the polls. Now, this week, people are asking a slightly different question, whether Trump will even be able to run for the US presidential election. What's changed? Well, a Colorado court ruling which has said that it's disqualifying the former American president from the primary ballot. It said Trump is ineligible to serve as the American president because of his role in the January 6 Capitol attacks. The court cited Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the US Constitution. It bars anyone engaging in insurrection or rebellion from holding federal office. Our next story tells you all about this.
Will Donald Trump be able to run for president? A Colorado court has said no. The state's top court has ruled that former US president is not eligible to contest. The court is citing Section 3 of the US Constitution's 14th Amendment, which bars anyone engaged in insurrection or rebellion from holding federal office. It reads, and I quote, "No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability." This is the first time this section has been used to disqualify a presidential candidate. Trump's campaign called the ruling flawed and undemocratic. The Republican Party said it would withdraw from the state's primary process if the ruling was not quashed. Trump addressed a rally in Iowa shortly after the ruling.
It's no wonder crooked Joe Biden and the far-left lunatics are desperate to stop us by any means necessary. They are willing to violate the U.S. Constitution at levels never seen before in order to win this election. Joe Biden is a threat to democracy. It's a threat. They're weaponizing law enforcement for high-level election interference because we're beating them so badly in the polls.
Presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy threatened to withdraw from the ballot if Trump's disqualification was not overturned.
They have just tried to bar President Trump from the Colorado ballot using an unconstitutional maneuver that is a bastardization of the 14th Amendment to our U.S. Constitution. This was a provision, Section 3, that was designed to bar Confederate members, people who switched to the Confederacy, from actually being able to serve. That's very different than what's at issue here, to say the least.
How much will the ruling really affect Donald Trump? First things first, the ruling applies only to Colorado, but it affects both the Republican primary and the November 5th general elections. 2. Trump can appeal this ruling and has already vowed to do so. Trump's campaign is moving the United States Supreme Court. Will they rule in favor of Trump? The American Apex Court has 3 Trump appointees and a 6-3 conservative majority, so the odds aren't exactly stacked against Trump. In case the Supreme Court does end up ruling against the former US president, it may set in motion a domino effect where courts in other states too could be moved to disqualify Trump. US President Joe Biden isn't complaining. This is how he responded when asked whether Trump is an insurrectionist.
Well, I think it's self-evident. You saw it all. Now, whether the 14th Amendment applies, I'll let the court make that decision. But he certainly supported the insurrection. And no question about it. None. Zero. And he seems to be doubling down on about everything.
An insurrection, no question about it, none. Bureau Report, WION World is One.